Should we do an ASMR show?
No. From you, no.
Thought that can opening was pretty crisp.
Give us a...
No, please don't. The people will be so upset.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we are.
Ready?
People were ranking, though, the ice versus the breathing versus the coughing.
The coughing is awful.
I thought we edited out the coughing.
We edit out most of the coughing.
Sometimes you like to cough in the middle of people's sentences, though. We can't.
I'm.
Okay, let me guess.
You can-
Ice is the least offensive?
Yes, people
Okay.
like the ice the most.
Breathing is the second least offensive, and the coughing is the
No,
worst.
they said that the breathing's the worst.
Okay, then get your...
Where is this occurring?
Spotify. Spotify comments.
Really?
Yeah. Who knew you could even comment on Spotify now?
I knew that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, there's also something else I could be called out for right now. Can
What?
anyone catch it? It has to do with my outfit.
No, you have enough. Your colors are good.
No, but what did I say I don't like?
Oh, brands. Diamond Cross Ranch is a ranch that has become a brand.
As I was putting this shirt on this morning, I was like, this directly contradicts what I said last episode, but I'm going to wear it because I'm going to take the heat. I feel differently about graphic t-shirts. I like graphic t-shirts.
I don't think you like brands that are mainstream brands. Like,
I don't think Elwood's a mainstream brand.
you don't think it's become a mainstream?
No, people are always asking what
That's
it is.
actually true. Both of our neighbors thought it was the name of our soon-to-be son.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
They said, "Oh, are you naming your baby Elwood?" And I thought, no, this is just a brand name. But listen, Diamond Cross Ranch, they have a merch line of graphic tees. Harrison's wearing one. I think it's quite cool. I think Jules is right. It's a ranch. Like, it's like wearing a Terry Black's t-shirt. It's like wearing a restaurant.
But that's how I feel. Is like I love wearing restaurant t-shirts. I'm
Yeah.
a big restaurant t-shirt wearer.
Yeah, it's very much so not giving brand.
Okay. All right.
Okay, we're going to start. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Two Parents and a Podcast. Harrison is like so sad because he doesn't have ice in his coffee. I have ice in my coffee because I thought I had and I brought my ice from home. Oh, that wasn't what I was supposed to start with. You guys.
No, I was about to. I just realized I forgot to do my homework on a very important subject.
What subject?
On
What? We're sharing the bedtime routine today, but you know that doesn't require homework.
the delivering a baby.
ROB. Okay,
What homework did you need to do?
I wanted to just do a quick little Google search.
I Googled it.
Okay.
we're going to talk all about, we had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and we're going to talk to you guys about that. But before we do that, because like the baby's breech, Harrison can deliver the baby, okay, XYZ, all these very fun, exciting things to go through. Subscribe to the podcast, and please subscribe to the podcast, and leave a comment.
It's your what's the birth gift for a baby?
Push present.
Your push present from the listener is a like and a subscribe.
Yeah, and I'm going to ask for it all throughout my third trimester.
Okay. I love it.
You know where you're really cute, though, Harrison, is at the doctor. We were getting, like, the scan done. I don't know the word. And the girl was like, Harrison said, she's not in her third trimester until Tuesday. And the girl was like, no, she's in it in 2 days. And Harrison was like, well, every Tuesday I thought we entered into a new, like, week. And so it was really cute because initially Tuesday was where my weeks turned over. But babies are always changing. Like, my due date changed. You know, babies are always... I just thought it was really cute that you still thought it was Tuesday when it's not.
I did. I really did.
I thought that was really sweet. It's funny with your second baby. So yesterday was the appointment where they're like, you know, register with the hospital, get these 2 vaccines for mom. What are the other things they said? Here's a list of classes you can take before you have the baby. If you want to tour the hospital, you can contact them here. All these things we did with Tate. Like, we toured the hospital. We took a parenting class. And there's this whole list of resources at our office. It's this purple packet that you get. And it meant everything with baby number 1. And with baby number 2, I was like, we don't need that. She's like, do you guys have any questions? We were like, nope, we're good.
I think I'm going to, I'll probably do it on YouTube, but I'll need a swaddle reminder.
But no, I think we got to get the automatic swaddles. Not the Velcro ones. I think the Velcro ones wake them up. But the zip swaddles. I would love to not do manual swaddling. I never could figure it out. It always fell apart. I just think the newborn swaddle.
I want to do at least one normal swaddle.
Okay, in the hospital, you'll definitely do the swaddle.
Yeah.
With the blanket, that they've had forever. The sweet baby blanket. Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't even started thinking about what we're going to bring him home in. That's going to be a whole thing. But what we did do today, you guys, yesterday I designed the nursery. And the way I do that is I make a cover photo. I put the rug, I put the crib, the chair, blah, blah, blah. And I put it all on one page so Harrison can look at it. And then we had the painter come over today.
Frank the painter.
Frank the painter, who we love very much, who has been running with a weighted vest on that Harrison's going to get. It's really good for posture and really good for, he's just like loving it. So Harrison's going to order one of those. But he is going to paint stripes, going to paint the crown molding. So we're getting into nursery mode, which I kind of had a jump scare because like we need to move. When we do the nursery, we need to do that nursery. And then we have to move Tate to the playroom. And then we have to do a whole new playroom. And then we have to get rid of our guest bedroom. And Harrison was like, we just got to do it now. And I was like, whoa, because like we do have to do it now. But it's very take Humpty Dumpty apart to put it back together.
Yeah, the only room I'm concerned about is the guest room because that furniture is heavy.
It's very heavy and we have to get rid of it all. Yeah. And then your office downstairs can become a bedroom.
Can I have the bed?
Totally. 100%. It's a 4-hands bed. It's awesome.
I would love it.
You can 100% have it. It's just need to get
Do you want the dresser, the matching dresser?
I don't need a dresser.
Really?
I just have been wanting to get a new bed frame and a new bed because I just bought a shitty one when I moved in. So, pardon my language, Mom.
Sorry, Nori.
Nori!
But I had a 6-month lease when I moved in, and all I had to get was a bed because my place is furnished, and I've not gotten a new bed since.
It's a king.
Best day ever.
Yeah, it's a king bed.
Cool.
Very comfy mattress.
You can have the mattress too. It's yours. Coming your way.
Yeah, because we're gonna in the basement we're gonna need to go queen.
Queen and small frame.
I have some ideas.
Okay, I'm gonna just let you do that. But yeah, Jules.
Do I have full permission?
You can do whatever you want to the guest
Okay,
bedroom.
I want to do a Murphy bed.
I knew you did, and that's fine.
Because I want it to be a hybrid guest bedroom meets office. I still need a quiet place for Zooms.
Yeah, you can 100% do that. Do whatever you want down there. That bed absolutely cannot fit in there, so we'll send it to Jules' house.
Yay, thanks.
But you got to take the dresser too.
I don't have room for the dresser.
There we go.
He can have the dresser.
He can have the dresser. Boom.
But it's really heavy. Like it's problematic to move.
Okay.
We're gonna get, but we'll get the lug. So Jules has this company. I mean, it's not her company, but lug.
Well, did I tell you guys?
No.
What?
When we moved the armoire from your house to my house, the lug person stole packages. No, it's not Lug's fault.
You did tell us this, yes.
It's
She
like
told us.
You didn't tell me this.
It's like an Uber of moving, right? So it's not the company's fault. But the lug person stole packages out of my front vestibule.
From you or other people in the building?
From other people, but they caught it on camera and I had to deal with it.
Jules.
Yeah.
She told us this.
Yeah.
I think in an episode.
I don't know.
I don't think I was aware of this.
But it was crazy.
Maybe I was on my phone.
Maybe.
You could have been. That's a very, very high chance of that.
Yeah.
I think that, we'll just lug it to you and just have your packages put up.
Yeah, perfect.
And then that will solve that. Okay, great. So we'll do that soon. Like it's good to know where we can send it. And then that room's blank and we can start the move.
Yeah. When do we think let's...
We'll offline about this.
Perfect.
You guys know we love our dogs here on this podcast. And if you have a dog, then it is your most precious thing on the planet. And you know what? Dogs deserve the best kind of dog food for them. And they deserve the fresh start and the slow down energy this new year that you're giving yourself, which is why you should switch to Ollie. It's fresh, human-grade meals, real ingredients, and 5 slow-cooked recipes. The food quality is human-grade recipes backed by vet nutritionists and crafted with culinary experts. Dogs love the taste. Even the pickiest eaters will show more excitement during mealtime. It's a better experience. Tailored meal plans to meet your dog's specific needs. Perfectly portioned meals in a mess-free packaging, you guys. And one-of-a-kind technology. The Ollie app offers on-demand health screenings where you can tap real experts for a pup peace of mind, which is the best thing on the planet and all dog mom and dad want. Your dog's well-being starts with their food, and that's why Ollie delivers fresh human-grade food for your dog that your dog will love. Head to ollie.com/2parents and tell them all about your dog and use code 2parents to get 60% off your welcome kit when you subscribe today. Plus, they offer a happiness guarantee on the first box. So if you're not completely satisfied, you'll get your money back. That's OLLIE.com/2parents and enter code 2parents to get 60% off your first box. Okay, you have been, I would like to give you a compliment.
Okay, thank you.
You've been doing a very good job working out,
Thank you.
eating healthy,
Thank you.
going to bed early. You're on a health kick,
Thank you.
and you're really doing a phenomenal job. I've noticed though, you opt to Uber or Waymo to your workouts, which is crazy. Like, I'm not going anywhere. You can take the car. You can take the caddy. So why do you like to Uber and Waymo, and how's it been going working out? Just talk to us a little bit.
I switched workout studios, so I'm doing a workout called Studio 3 now,
Okay.
and very happy with it. I did a 1-month membership, so I'm paid for it, and they have like a kind of a berries type class where you like run, weights, row, and then they've got a Pilates style class which I haven't done yet, and then they have a weights on a floor class. So 3 different rooms, 3 different styles of classes, and they hired my favorite berries instructor, Al. So that's why I went over.
Okay.
And but there's still Josie, who's great
Yes.
at berries. So I
Yes.
still go to his classes. So
Okay. Why do you Waymo or Uber?
yeah, I didn't know what I was being asked. Other than Studio 3, I'm liking it. Good monthly membership. 25
Okay.
classes.
Happy to hear that.
Okay.
Are you using all 25 in a month?
Oh, that's my workout goal. I want to work out 25 times in a month.
Oh, great. I mean, it's good to know your goal.
Yeah.
Well, how many are you at?
I just started it this week.
Okay. Well, you're not going to hit 25 in January.
Well, in the 30 days from when
you started.
When I started it.
Then you absolutely could hit it.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's going on with the Waymo Uber situation? Why are you not taking the car? Because you don't want to park?
Yeah, I haven't figured out the parking situation at this new place, and I'm like always I'm leaving just in the what of time?
Nick of time.
Nick of time.
Just in the nick of time. I knew you were going to say that. Okay. And how's Waymo going for you?
Disaster.
I saw a Waymo today drive off, and I thought, did he just get in that?
I wanted to be so pro Waymo, and Nick, who I've been doing these classes with, Nick had a couple great Waymo experiences, and so he got me on the train, and I had a phenomenal one. I'm like, all right, I'm Team Waymo, and my last 2 have been a disaster.
Why?
So it's very good if like it picks you up on a main street. There's not a lot of traffic, and you're just going from point A to point B.
Yeah.
But if there's any form of complexity, it short circuits. So like yesterday, my Waymo picked me up, and to turn around, it pulled into a parking lot, and it just like it started, and just jerked its way out of the
Like
the
inched
Y
its way
turn.
out, like inched.
Executing the Y turn out of the parking lot, and then there was someone else pulling out of the spot, and it was just as nauseating as it gets, and also took so long.
I feel sorry for the Waymo.
And then
uncharted waters.
And then today, it in the neighborhood pickup, instead of going down to the main street, it started taking me there to the neighborhood, and it did a full loop. So it was so we're driving down 9th,
and there's nobody to yell at.
and instead of just going
not yell,
straight,
but there's nobody
it went
to say.
right, left, up back to the street. I'm like, what
You can't-
was that?
Well, the problem with Waymo is you're in it.
Do you get what it did?
Yes, I understand
Yeah.
what it did.
Right, left, right.
So it just was it was just driving in a circle.
Not quite a circle. It was like, let's say we're going
A
down.
horseshoe.
We're going down 10th Street. Okay, we took a right on a side street, then a left, then got back up to 10th and took a right again.
Yeah, instead of just like turning left.
No, instead of just going on 10th Street.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa, why are we taking a right here?
and there's nobody to talk to about it.
Well, they beamed in today because like you sit down. Have they ever beamed in with you?
I've never taken one.
Me either.
You got to take one.
How do
you
they
need
beam
to take
in?
one.
What does a beam in mean?
Like
Voice of God.
They beamed in the last 2 times, if we're being honest. I'm on a call and I just have this person talking to me, and I'm like trying to figure out like, I'm like on a call. Like, how do I hang up?
I'm on a call.
But when you sit down, it says like put on the seatbelt, and you can just like hit a button being like the seatbelt's on, so like I can take my time putting on the seatbelt. And they beam in like your seatbelt's not on. Put your seatbelt on right now.
What?
I'm like, like I've been in the car for 4 seconds.
What?
Yeah, and I'm in a parking lot that your Waymo can't get out of.
Is it a real human or is it an automated voice?
No, it's a real person.
Can you just be like, hey, Tim, what's up?
Yeah, but I was on a call.
And so this is just a disaster.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think you have to just like weigh kind of the handoff here of like, I think these automated vehicles are safer. They're probably slower, but I think they're safer. And then you don't have to talk to anybody.
No,
you don't have to talk to anybody.
I'm gonna totally push back on that. Okay. And this was my realization. I want to support the drivers. I hate that I'm not supporting a driver in taking a Waymo. That was like what I woke up to when I was like thinking about, all right, do I want to keep doing this Waymo check?
I can really get behind that.
So I'm giving my money to a corporation, or I'm giving my money to a driver and a corporate, like a person and a corporation.
And we've lived through a lot of these lives because remember when you used to get in a taxi cab and mention Uber, they would get mad, right? Because the taxi drivers, then they were overtaken by Uber drivers. And now Uber drivers are going to have these autonomous vehicles. So you're right. We are. I mean, that's the thing with AI, though, is like, are we going to lose jobs? But it's going to boil down to how many times do people want to get stuck in parking lots?
Yeah.
But remember when we were in Miami and that Uber driver drove the same highway exit lap twice, and I finally said something, and I don't ever say anything. Harrison's always the person in our relationship who says something, and I finally was like, you have taken the same exit loop 2 times.
Yeah, but I gotta say, the Austin community of Uber and Lyft drivers is amazing.
Well, because sometimes you get the same one twice. Remember that guy took us to Fonda San Miguel 2 times?
Yeah. No, I actually feel like I get a lot of repeat Uber and Lyft people, and I love
they're
it.
phenomenal. I love everybody that takes us to the airport. I always love them. Yeah. They're great. They do your bags.
I'm officially out on Waymo.
They are safer though, because th're not ever like just human error versus an autonomous vehicle. Like there is no argument that they are safer.
Yeah, I got to keep going down this. The cars are ridiculous that you're in. Like
they're Jaguars.
Great pronunciation.
How do you say it?
Jaguar. We've done this.
We've run this before.
We've done this.
Jaguar. Okay. Jaguar.
Well, it's just like, to me, it's an insane. So today when I got in, the passenger seat in front of me was all the way back, and I couldn't get it up because there was no one to ask to move the seat up. If you have an autonomous car, you don't need to design it the way a traditional car was designed. The whole thing is just.
It's probably cheaper to do that though. Here's the thing. I think you need to allot 5 to 10 extra minutes to take a Waymo.
I'm gonna be old.
You're always
I'm
just
old school.
on time.
I'm team support the Uber and Lyft drivers.
I can get behind it. I'm with you on that. The other car issue that Harrison and I have been, really running into lately is in Austin. And I don't know if other places have this. We have back-in only angle spots.
But only on South Congress.
And and South Congress is like our main road here. Okay, so imagine you're driving, and in order to park, you have to stop in the middle everyone behind you has to stop, and you have to nail your back in. Like, you don't get a lot of like go forward, back up, go forward, go back up, because then you're like the loser.
Is it clear? I don't think it's clear exactly how these parking spaces are set up.
Well, we all know, so I don't know.
Yeah, try to paint the picture to the best of your ability.
Okay, so obviously we are Team Austin. We love Austin. We love it more every day.
But if there's one
And
con,
we love the city.
the one con is the back end parking spots.
Our main street, South Congress, has instead of parallel parking or instead of back end parking, it's diagonal parking, which is
in angle.
back in.
And you
angle.
have to back in.
And in front of all the parking spots is a bike lane.
Recipe for disaster.
It is just so hard to do. If no one's on the street, like hitting it, like actually exiting the park shop, so hard. It feels so dangerous because like I'm worried I'm going to hit a biker. I'm worried that oncoming traffic's going to hit me. There's like a lot of pedestrians going on in the area. Like I need to know where this planning came from.
Well, but would you rather parallel park or back in angle parking?
I'm very comfortable with parallel parking.
I don't, the bike lane for me is the problem, right? Like bike lanes in general scare me. You always got to be like checking because they come out of nowhere. Every couple has a driver. I'm ours. And I think I am not so bad, not terrible at the back end angle parking.
You're a great driver. What percentage of drives do you think you do?
80. What percentage of drives do you think I do? I do all highway drives. Unless I'm eating, then you do the drive.
I think it's 60-40.
Do you think I'm the better driver?
Yeah.
Will you give me that award?
Yeah, I will give you the award. You're a better driver.
Thank you. His fingers are crossed. Does that mean it doesn't count? That is so, do you know what that is? So 2016 of you. Like, oh, my fingers were crossed. It didn't count.
No,
I lied.
I do think you're a better driver. Because you're a good focused driver. You've got good defensive driving techniques.
Yeah, thank you. I always I think it's because I grew up. My family was in like semis, and when you drive a semi, you always have to be looking like semi drivers are trained to get your CDL. You have to be looking like not a mile ahead of you, but I think it's like 600 feet ahead of you to see what's going on because it takes a semi so long to stop. And so I think that was where I learned it. Like looking ahead of you on a highway.
It's like the, you're a great driver.
Everyone you know is probably talking about GLP-1s, you guys. And if you were close to trying them, but you remembered you don't like needles and you want to keep them as far away as possible, well, natural options might just be for you if you want natural over injections. And you've tried the fad diets, you've tried the detox teas, you've tried the miracle gummies, and honestly, if it sounded dumb, you've probably tried it and nothing worked. But that's where Veracity comes in. This podcast is sponsored by Veracity. Welcome to an all-natural way to slim down, get energized, and sharpen your focus. Veracity is revolutionizing health by tackling the root cause of so many issues, which is metabolism. With Veracity's drug-free, clinically proven, and doctor-formulated solutions, you can support your body's need to live your healthiest life. Veracity founder and CEO Allie Egan is a certified hormonal health coach. Her personal experience with metabolic issues inspired her to develop this holistic solution for achieving optimal health, you guys. So make the switch to GLP-1s the natural way. Head to veracity.co and use code 2parents for 45% off your order. Once again, that's veracityhealth.co for up to 45% off, and make sure you use our promo code 2parents so they know we sent you. All right, let's talk about 2016. It's trending.
Jules?
Sorry. You texted this morning and you said reminder at the beginning, audiobooks versus books, and it's been on my mind the whole time. So
thank you.
Sorry.
Speaking of driving, the girl that drove me and Sydney, my best friend, to school, I think she drove us every Tuesday and Thursday. Correct me if I'm wrong, Annie Kate, but she messaged me and she said, like, I see what's going on. I see the audiobook versus the reading book. All I have to say is if you're in a book club, whether you read it or whether you listened to it, you're allowed to participate either way. And I thought that's a really good point.
So I love that. I'm very pro
You
book
can
club
talk about the book.
participation either way. But I think at the beginning of every book club, you need to clarify
say.
whether you listened or whether you read.
Scarlet letter on your chest.
Yeah, it is like, loser, I
For
listened.
audiobook.
Where did the internet shake out on this?
It's kind of 50-50.
No, it's not.
What?
It is not.
Yes, it is.
Jules says the audiobook listener. No,
Oh,
they
whatever.
want you to delineate between the two.
Someone
Yeah.
did comment though. Someone was like, Jules rage baited Alex and Harrison into the #1 like literary debate of all time without giving them any context.
Yeah.
Like I just dropped you guys into the middle of this debate that's going on all over the internet.
Is this actually a debate that's
yeah.
happening?
So the comments went crazy. I read, I think I was pretty up to date on them. It's not close.
No.
It's not close. People it's reading and listening are two very different things. And when it comes to reading books, reading and listening are two very different things. And please delineate whether or not you listened to the book or you read the book.
Not gonna do it.
Yes. Jules, you listen to books. You don't read books. I do think now we have to take a firm stance on this. People want to know.
Yeah.
But I was on a walk this morning and I am obsessed with my book and I'm almost done with it. And I wanted to be reading it, but I can't walk and read it. And so I did think about switching over to audiobook. And then I would have to say, I half read, half listened to my book. I would have to say it.
I'm not making any further comments at this time.
I'm sorry to do this, Jules, but the other thing I noticed was the listeners don't want us to delineate between the two, but the readers, they want us to say, no, we read versus we listened.
I know. And it's like, what? For what? Why do you
That's a
why do you
listener
care?
take. Because you guys didn't read it. You did 90 books in a year because you listened. What speed are you listening at?
2.
It's not fair.
Ooh.
I'm everything at 2 though.
You know what I've noticed when I listen to a podcast in 1.2, which is not nearly what you do, when I take it back to 1,
Slow
it
motion.
sounds like this.
No, totally.
I hate it.
But it's where I do like it is when I'm listening to podcasts or diving into a complex subject matter. Then when I do go back to one, it's so much easier to follow.
I can't follow it because my brain needs it to be quicker to process it.
I think you've trained your brain.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
No, it's bad.
Do you have to watch TikTok on double
always.
speed? Yeah.
Yeah, I can't watch it at normal speed.
But you get more done.
I think it's probably bad.
Does the way we talk in real life annoy you? Do you want us to land the plane faster and talk like this?
I made P speed up a clip the other day ever so slightly.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Was it Harrison talking?
It was actually me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think you talk at a good cadence.
I don't know. Sometimes when I'm on FaceTime, I hold it down to try and make my friends talk faster.
Wow.
That's not how the real world works.
That's how you've trained your brain. Okay. Well, the consensus, I think, was you got to tell us if you read it or you listened to it.
Perfect.
You can default for me, listened, but I'm going to say read.
Okay. I'm cool with that. I'm good with that.
All right. I finally won a Bicker of the Week.
I think it's actually your first win.
Yeah.
I do believe.
Phenomenal.
Also, I just want to let everybody know we did get a new nonstick pan. We have been conquering, it's still in good shape. Harrison and I run 3 in a row. We were cooking everything on 2 high. So we've started, you can only have the burner between medium and simmer. And our eggs, while they take longer to make, the nonstick pan is surviving.
Who told you that?
You.
So, a couple things on this. What did I want to say?
I don't know.
Oh, but now there's the whole thing coming out about nonstick pans.
Which is what? Are they toxic?
That's
Everything's
not just
toxic.
coming out.
There's a Twitter push going on.
Okay.
Which is what? What's happening in Twitterland? Tell us. X. Are we calling it X or is it Twitter?
It's Twitter to me. I think X is a ridiculous name.
Okay, what's happening on Twitter?
Okay, so this tweet here says, if you have non-stick cookware, get rid of it. New study, 169% increase in the risk of fatty liver disease in adolescents is linked to PFOA, a forever chemical used in non-stick cookware with every doubling of exposure. what I think is very interesting, which I just learned. So the pans we're using are Caraway,
Yep.
which they sent to us. So thank you very much. But those Caraway pans are non-stick. But per the website, Jules, they do not have this PFOA.
They're free of the PFOA.
Which is great. But I think as we've learned, you need to treat them very delicately.
Yeah, so the handoff is you have to have your burner on low, and you have to let it cool before washing it, which we've been doing. Additionally, you can't put it in the dishwasher. So making eggs just takes 2 times as long.
To me, the key here is going to be like, it's not blowing ourselves up on like, the eggs are easy. We have a program. It's going to be like making sure we never sear a steak. Like, we're always searing our steaks in the cast iron.
Yeah. Yes.
Because like certain foods, like when you sear, it needs to be super, super hot.
Totally agree.
So we're just got to be on like a 2-pan program.
Which is
one
fine.
that goes hot and one that doesn't go hot.
Here's my problem with this tweet, though. We have an overwhelming ability to have access to information. Like, this guy just throws up this tweet. Well, what if you have been using a pan that has PFOA? Like, who fact checks this? I feel like everything these days is causing cancer. Like, I do find it very frustrating. Like, of course you want a nonstick pan because it's a better consumer experience. But then you find out that nonstick pans are causing cancer because of PFOA. Like, how are we sure this tweet's true? Do you know what I mean? Like, doesn't it feel like information overload? Can we still not stand in front of microwaves? Like, I don't know.
Yes, I hear you that it feels like information overload, but I do think there are a lot of general consistencies behind these studies that come out, which is just like, eat clean, whole, organic foods, avoid ultra-processed foods.
But now my pan's the problem? Like,
avoid plastics where possible. Like, if it doesn't feel natural, there's probably some form of trade-off that's occurring. And like, everyone just we ultimately need to find like what works best for us, because like these conveniences of life do have other benefits.
yeah. I wonder why I have villain question mark written down on the sheet.
Oh, because there was some video that I didn't watch that you said, "Is this person the villain?"
Me.
You told me not to watch it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is it. No, I want to talk about the baby really quick.
Okay.
So we had our doctor's appointment yesterday, and we were walking in, and our OB, Dr. Wang, who we love, she was walking in at the same time as us, and we all get in the elevator. And first of all, it was so funny because we've now known her over a year, 3 years. I don't know, however long we went to her with Bubba, and now we're going to her again. She had no idea how tall I was. And I was like, you've never seen me standing up. You've been with me in some of my most intimate moments in life, but you have only seen me sitting down. And she was like, yeah, I had no idea how tall you were. So that was cute. But then we're in the elevator, and she's like, Harrison, you should deliver the baby. We were like, that's funny. She was like, no, seriously, dads can deliver the babies, especially on the second one. She said, but the only thing is with the second baby, you got to try to not have it in the car because they come out really fast. And I was like, whoa, not if I had the baby in the car. And then I was thinking about it. She wasn't kidding. She was dead serious that dads can deliver babies. And she was like, we'll put the gloves on. I'll be right there beside you. Yeah. But you can deliver the baby.
I'm still not fully convinced she wasn't joking.
I don't think she was. Now that I think about it, I've seen a lot of photos online of dads that have delivered babies.
Like, obviously, the thing that's most important is the baby's safety.
But she's going to be there. She won't let anything happen.
I am a life experience guy.
Yeah.
And the idea of this sounds great.
Yeah.
Love it. But I need like full level sign off before doing this. Like, I need families, both sides of the family signing up. Obviously, most importantly, you advocating for it. I need very clear doctor. Like, I need this to be no risk.
Here's why I'm advocating for it.
Okay.
Number one, how cool. Like, how cool for you to say, that you delivered the baby. Yeah. But number two, she's saying you could have it in the car. You're telling me I could have the baby on the highway? I would much rather in a controlled environment you can deliver, of course.
Our big learning was Jules was delivered by her father.
Yeah, but I need, like, You're not doing anything.
You're not doing anything.
I was trying to think of the equivalent. It's like when you're helping your mom, like, bake something and she's measuring everything out and, like, you know, you were a kid and she let you, like, dump it in the bowl.
Yes.
You get to, like, dump the flour in the bowl. But you didn't not to, you know,
I get it. I completely understand that. Like, I don't think I'm going in there and, you know.
But, like, of course it's safe. You're just going to stand there and touch the baby's head.
And you're going to kind of here's the one thing she probably will say, pull. Because remember there's that time where she says, okay, now we're going to pull. I cannot explain to you what it feels like when you pull a baby out of you. It's like they slither out of you. You'll probably do the pull.
Yeah, I was there for number one, Jules. I was there. I had a very clean angle as to what was going on.
Because you were a flip-flop. You said you didn't want to see what was going on with baby number one.
No way. I said that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then when we were in there, you absolutely said, I would love to watch the birth.
Well, someone told me. I think someone was like, you don't want to see it. And I was like, that's...
No. And you thought...
Such a special moment of life. Like, to not... witness that doesn't land for that's not how I live.
No, I think a lot of dads think they don't want to see, and then they see the birth of the baby and they get in there and they really start to understand, like, this is a cool process. It's a slow process. Of course you want to peek back there because you just see the head a little bit. You were the first person to touch Bubber's head. She let you do that last time and you were like, yeah. And then you flip-flopped. You said you were going to stay above the curtain and you went behind the curtain.
Yeah, well, there was no curtain. By the way.
Well, it's a figure of speech.
No, I think that
it's above the dress, below the dress.
I think in a C-section there is a curtain.
There is a curtain, yes. Sorry, this is above the dress, below the dress.
It's truly one of the most special moments of life. And
unbelievable.
I wanted to watch from beginning to end all 36 hours.
It's unbelievable. A baby comes from here and then is crying in the world. There's nothing like it. I mean, it's as human as it gets. Biologically. Pretty cool stuff. I think you should deliver it.
Yeah, well, I love the sounds of it.
You guys know with baby number 2, I've talked all about how I'm going to combo feed and I'm going to combo feed early. And when it comes to choosing formula, it is so important to look at the ingredients label and pick one you love. And that is why we have Bobby on today's episode. Bobby supports every feeding journey with free expert-led lactation support classes, combo feeding seminars, and organic formulas. Bobby's organic European-style infant formulas are here to help you feed with confidence. Bobby only uses carefully sourced ingredients backed by proven science, and you know that because we had the founder Laura Modi on one of our episodes and she explained where they source all their ingredients. Every single batch goes through 2,000 plus safety and quality checks before leaving their U.S. manufacturing facility. Whether you're exclusively formula feeding, combo feeding, or just need a backup can in the pantry, Bobby is the formula we trust for our baby's bottle. Organic, clean label certified, high quality infant formula, you guys. And after talking to Laura, we were like, Bobby truly does the work so you can have peace of mind. And that is so important when it comes to feeding your little one. And that's why there's a reason Bobby was named a top choice by Consumer Reports after third-party testing for chemicals and heavy metals. It's trusted by parents and by loved ones, over 700,000 babies. That's absolutely incredible. If you want to feed with confidence too, head to hibobby.com. That's hibobby.com, HIBOBBIE.com to find the formula trusted by parents and loved by their babies, 700,000 and counting. That's hibobby.com.
Do you want to talk about the breech, or if not, I have another comment.
The breech. Do you want to talk about the breach of contract? The baby is breech, honey.
Yeah.
The baby is sitting breech.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I've actually gotten just a ton of DMs and a ton of text messages from my friends on this breech situation. So the baby is breech, and I asked the internet, I said, hey, if your baby was breech, did they flip? Did you do anything to make them flip? Or did you go and get them flipped? I was trying to figure out what was going on with the breeches. Okay. Now I'm 27 weeks basically. And the baby's breech. Now, what we've learned, by the time you get to birth, most flip, but 1 in 20 are still breech at that point. So our doctor's like, listen, the baby's probably going to flip. Don't you even worry. I thought if the baby doesn't flip, I was going to do some things to flip it. Yeah. I've now learned I've got like a firm take on this. Absolutely not doing anything to flip it. If I have to have a C-section, wonderful. A lot of C-section moms have reached out to me saying they had vaginal the first time, they had a C-section the second time. Phenomenal birthing experience. You put on music, you don't really feel anything. The recovery is a lot better. So don't like be afraid of a C-section.
And so why did you change your view on like doing the things to turn the breech?
It's not always safe to flip the baby. So I had a mom reach out specifically. Her gut feeling was like, I'm not going to flip the baby. Baby was born. Umbilical cord was around the neck, which was fine. Had they flipped it, would not have been fine. I had another mom reach out to me where they flipped the baby. It resulted in an emergency C-section. Like, all of my comments are flipping the baby's not always safe. And I'm not flipping it for a medical reason. I'm flipping it to avoid a C-section. And that's just, there's no point in flipping the baby. If they naturally flip, great. If they don't naturally flip, there's probably a reason. And so we do the C-section. And I'm at complete peace with it. So,
no, I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me. As you know, I'm very much a trust the process person.
And but
most importantly, trust you.
Yeah, my gut, like, it is unequivocally now, there will be no flipping of the baby. They say it's safe to go to a chiropractor, but even then I'm not doing it. Like, there's no flipping of the baby that's going to occur. We're just going to see what happens here. If I have to have a C-section, sounds like if you have to have a C-section, your recovery is a little bit better and like you can walk around more. So that there's trade-offs, right?
Yep.
The reason I wanted to avoid the C-section.
And I'll do that C-section surgery, right?
Yes, and you will do the yes, and she'll let you do that.
That's what I heard.
The reason I wanted to avoid the C-section, if you're wondering why I wanted to avoid it, is I had a 36-hour delivery with my first, and I pushed for 6 hours, and I was in so much pain because my epidural didn't work. I was begging for a C-section, and my doctor was like, you can do this vaginally. If I'm just going to have a C-section with the second, I would have loved to have just done it with the first. That was my thinking.
Yeah. I also, I think the C-section is like a pretty big surgery. Like, it isn't like...
It's a wake ab surgery.
Yeah.
It's a wake slicing of the abs. Now, granted, they numb you.
But it's a major thing.
But you're fully awake, from what I understand of what a C-section is. Just a little slice. Now, I hear you only feel pressure. And you can put music on, and I think it's really fast, which is great. But
they like take everything out
listen to a book.
You can listen to an audio. You can listen to a podcast.
Ooh, listen.
You can do some. But I don't know, the awake ab surgery situation, like, that kind of scares me. But a lot of C-section moms reached out. This is why I love the internet, and they were like, it's a beautiful experience. Now, some ways you can flip the baby. You ready?
Okay.
Number one, you can put music down here, and they'll want to hear it. So a lot of times they will flip to listen to the music. The other way, the most common way I hear, is put ice on the top of your stomach and a heating pad on the bottom of it, and they don't want to be cold, so they'll gravitate towards the heat, and they'll do a flip. The other is bounce on a ball, just bounce a lot, and like a big, what are those called? Sumo balls? You know, like a workout ball, an aerobics ball. Bounce on that like a birthing ball, and they'll flip. And then you can also go to a chiropractor, and they will like do your stomach, and they will flip the baby. But this baby, I can feel his head. It's right here. He's staying.
Well, what do you think, Jules?
Well, the music thing, that just sounds like it's flipping naturally. That's my question. I guess it's not, but...
I guess it's not, and I guess, like, there is something biological to if they want to flip, they do. Like, if they're comfortable to flip, they will flip.
Yeah.
And so I think that what I've gathered, and everybody that... You know, I don't like it when people start to yell at you. There was no yelling happening. It was very informational in the comments, and a lot of times the baby does flip, right? So I'll let you know. It's funny too. Some moms feel when the baby flips and it feels like a somersault in your stomach and they get like a little wave of nausea. Some say they never feel it flip. So I don't know, but we're not going to flip the breech baby. We're going to let it go because it just feels like there's no real benefit in flipping it.
To put a bow on it, I think it's interesting how quickly you're like, I do love when we get great information from the internet and like your view can change on a matter that was something totally different yesterday.
To parallel it to something, I also was talking to people about, whether or not to get induced. And for that one, you make a gut decision, I think, a lot of times. And on that one, I felt totally comfortable getting induced. The only thing was maybe your birth will be a little longer. I was fine with that. But induction versus like flipping a breeched baby, it sounds like there's some real harm that can happen to the baby if you flip it
which is
by
scary.
design. And so I was really happy to hear that, though. It's like, oh, we won't be flipping the baby. Now, granted, one thing I did not do was talk to my doctor about. She probably would have been like, we're not flipping. No baby is being flipped, right? She probably would have squashed that bug immediately. But my style's a bit ask the internet, ask the doctor around 34 weeks. Like I have 6 weeks to go, right? So,
Yep.
But my friends were very helpful. Very, very helpful. And very comforting
know.
about the C-section.
Good to know.
So I'm feeling really good. Just letting it go.
Very nice.
No problem. Okay, where were you 10 years ago? My friend Katie brought up a good point about this 2016 thing. She was like, why didn't we do this with 2015? We didn't do this in 2025.
2016 may have been the most active year of my life.
Do explain.
I probably went to I actually Instagrammed a lot in 2016.
So you were active on Instagram.
I took like probably a 2 to 3 year kind of like hiatus off of Instagramming, but 2016 was a year of documenting my travels, and I couldn't believe all the different places that I went.
Name a few. Don't name them all. Name
Okay, I'm just pulling up.
Where were you living in 2016? Based in where? Hong Kong?
Hong Kong.
Okay.
So Tanzania, Kenya, Rwanda, Vienna, Austria, Slovakia, Budapest,
Wow.
Amsterdam, Hong Kong, Vancouver. I'm just scrolling through. Kuala Lumpur, Vietnam, Macau, China. Oh, it's going to get better. New York. Oh, it's going to get better. Just wait.
Oklahoma?
Just wait. This is good. Inner Mongolia,
Couldn't pick that out on a map.
Bangkok, Laos.
Laos.
Yes, it's a little Laos action. Borneo.
Where's Borneo?
Southeast Asia. Climbed Mount Kinabalu, I believe the highest mountain in Southeast Asia. There's a great photo of me summiting at 541.
Oh, how long did it take you to climb it?
That was a couple days.
Couple day climb?
Yep. Bali.
Bali?
Yeah,
I've
a lot
always
of Bali.
wanted to go to Bali.
I had a couple Bali trips. Tokyo for a bachelor party. Abu Dhabi.
Remember when she said some of them?
No. We got to do it all, Jules. We got to do it all. Ooh, Dubai at the Burj Khalifa.
I looked up my 2016 trips. I went to Nashville and Napa. That was it. Those were
Ooh.
and Tulsa, Oklahoma.
The Gili Islands in Lombok.
For a Justin Bieber concert. I went to Nashville for my birthday, Napa on a girls' trip, and Tulsa, Oklahoma for a Justin Bieber concert.
Ooh, and began the year in Kitzbühel, Austria at the Honnenkam, which is like one of the craziest parties in the world. It's a big ski race party.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a really cool event. So,
Comparable.
also Munich, Germany.
Okay.
How many countries do you think that was?
I think it was like 20, 18 to 22
Yeah,
in that range.
that was an action-packed year.
I just was not having that action-packed year. I was living in Oklahoma City, and apparently I went on 2 trips. And I looked, and a lot of my friends got married that year. Like I went to, and I graduated college in 2016. And then a lot of my friends got married. So I was doing wedding showers and weddings. And then I took 2 trips. And you came to America one time, it sounds like, for New York.
I will go as far as saying I don't think I attended a single wedding in 2016.
I don't think you attended a single wedding until 2020 probably. Did your friends get married?
No. The wedding season probably started a year or 2 after that.
You still have a lot of friends that aren't married. No,
really.
you have both. You mainly all your friends are actually married.
Yeah, there's just like the group of New York single. We need a word. The New York singletons.
Singletons?
And but other than New York singletons,
A lot of your friends are
everyone
married.
else is married.
And have kids, actually. So was of all of these travels that you went to,
Yes.
if you gave me a map and I had to pinpoint where all you were, I think I would get 3 of them right. What was there? What's the craziest story? Did you run a marathon anywhere? You hiked a mountain? I know you like to run marathons in other countries. Like, what happened?
I would say the craziest thing was definitely hiking with the gorillas in Rwanda.
That is so cool.
That to me is the coolest thing I have ever done
Ever?
in the world, other than seeing you give birth to our daughter.
There we go. So it's the second coolest thing you've ever done.
Yes, correct. I want nothing more than to go to Africa and do a safari with you.
Me too.
It's like honeymoon done.
Do we take the kids? Oh no, honeymoon. No kids on the honeymoon.
We'll have to go back with the kids when they're old enough. I don't know if because safari is like what's mind-boggling.
Bubba would look at a giraffe and be like, "Woof
Well,
woof."
the problem is she'd get out of the
She'd
thing.
run towards the lion.
And the number one rule is
Como se leon? Rah!
you can't get out of the
It'd be terrible.
you can't get out of the truck.
She wouldn't understand that they weren't her stuffed animals.
They come so close to you.
She would. No safaris for Bubba yet.
Yeah. Safari is like truly as magical of a life experience as one can have outside of children.
Can we do that for our honeymoon?
Yeah. And remember I'd said on the honeymoon piece, I talked about how there's like a place I've been saving.
Yeah.
What I can say is it does work with a safari.
Okay. So here's my take on travel now.
Yeah.
I used to not be like so big on these long flights. Like I just find them exhausting, dehydrating. I want my food. Like now that we've had kids and we've traveled even a 4-hour flight with Bubba, I'll travel any amount of time on an airplane and just zonk out. And I'm officially like ready to go on long flights, even multiple flights to get there, long car rides. Like I can really do an intense travel day to get somewhere awesome.
Getting to Africa is going to take a really long time.
I mean, yeah, how long? Like a day and a half?
Yeah, but we'll need to connect as well.
But a day and a half total?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
But yeah, probably 16, 18 hours.
Yeah. Okay. I'm totally fine with that.
You can plan it fun, whether it's like stopping in Dubai or stopping in London.
I saw this TikTok that said, "Tell me the most overrated place you've ever been." And overwhelmingly in the comments, people said Dubai. They said it's very depressing, very concrete. They hated it. Very dark. There's like a gloomy feel.
24 hours in Dubai would be fun.
Well, anywhere with you would be fun for 24 hours. You make anything fun for 24 hours.
I think that Bangkok, Thailand is the most overrated place I've ever been to.
Thailand? People love Thailand.
Bangkok specifically.
Is Bangkok a city in Thailand?
Bangkok's the main city.
And why is it overrated?
I think it well, just don't like it.
Wasn't a lot there?
Like, I think that I love a lot of different parts of Thailand and the Phi Phi Islands.
Phi?
Phuket.
Phuket.
Northern Thailand. I forget the place. There's a lot of great places in Thailand. I don't like Bangkok.
Bangkok was
It's not beautiful. And the rest of Thailand, there's a lot of beautiful places.
That's a valid reason to not like it, I think, for the beauty. Do you have any other?
Super crowded.
Oh, not pretty and crowded.
And disorganized. And like, I didn't feel like there's a lot of, I didn't love the architecture. But.
Not pretty, crowded, and disorganized.
Yes, just that specific city.
Okay. I can't think of a parallel here in America.
What were you going to ask?
Well, is there any other stories? Did you run a marathon in all those cities?
I ran a race in Inner Mongolia, half marathon.
In Inner Mongolia.
Yep.
Okay. And how
Yep.
was it?
It was very good. It was, I came 10th place.
How many were there people running it? 12? That was funny.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was good.
But really,
14.
how many people were running it?
Oh, probably 100.
Okay, 10th is really good.
There was it was people doing the race.
I'm glad there was people doing
There was
the
a
race.
mix of people that came in for it and locals.
Okay. You came in for it.
Yeah.
Just a Canadian
There's
guy.
a local guy that ran part of the race with me, and he kind of saw me huffing and puffing, and he gave me some water and kind of wanted to have a chat, and that was a cool experience.
Didn't they speak English?
No, it was like, it was a cool moment, and then he dusted me.
At the end?
We hung out for a little bit. I think he could tell, like, I didn't have the energy. Like, I was running a race, and so I was huffing wind, and he just had the stamina. So.
And so he just said, see ya. What did he, you got 10th. What did he get? Like 5th?
Oh, I have no idea.
6th? 4th?
I couldn't tell you.
So I know that you and your family do this thing where like you travel to places to do marathons.
Sometimes.
Like London didn't.
It's happened. London, South Africa,
That's happened, yeah.
Chicago.
I thought is there an Australia race happening?
There's been discussions of it.
So in high school, in order to start on the volleyball team, we had to run a mile in under 8 minutes and 45 seconds. And I hope Tate, who was my best friend in high school, who I played volleyball with, is listening to this and can attest I could never do it. I had to go early. I had to have somebody from the track team run with me. I had to get a doctor's note when you're like, I am a sprinter. I am not a long distance runner.
What do we need to do to have you run a marathon with my dad and myself?
I'll go to the marathon, but it's physical torture for me.
But what do we need to do to get you to try it? Just try.
Watch.
Just sign up
Here's what you need to do.
and do your best.
Watch me run 2 miles, and you will see. Like I physically can. I would assume. I don't know, but I think you watching that would be. I think you would see like. I could not do it.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could.
I just would rather I like short-term pain, not long-term, not drug out. And here, okay, let me ask you this: what's your routine before a marathon? The night before.
Yeah, I find that I've only ran a couple of them, but I've always kept it really loose. For me, I don't want to change things dramatically and get out of my rhythm. And so, nice dinner, glass or two of wine, and go to bed at a reasonable hour. Don't try to go to bed at 6 p.m. and then you're just going to be restless, or 8 p.m. you're just going to be restless all night.
And do you think because a lot of people the night before a marathon, I would assume eat spaghetti, they carb load so they have energy the next morning, they hydrate, they do get in bed at a good time.
See, I think that if you're starting that the night before, you're late to the game.
Okay.
The hydration needs to start weeks beforehand.
Okay.
So
It's got nothing at that point. It's too late. What you do the night before. You always had a good quote though about why you drank the night before, and that's because that's if you don't do well, you have something to blame it on.
Well, that was a John Jones. That was a John Jones quote.
Is he a boxer?
He's a UFC fighter. He'd always, in training, go out and party, so that way he had another lever to pull. I think it's less of that for me, and it's just much more staying relaxed, not taking it too seriously.
Okay.
But I'm not an expert racer here. I'm
No, but you don't take
as recreational as it gets.
Yeah, but I think running marathons recreationally is just my version of being tortured.
I think we'll do one together.
Okay. I don't think we will, but okay. All right, let's go to the bedtime routine for Bubber. You had said on an episode that we have a 6-minute bedtime routine for our 16-month-old, and a lot of people are wondering what on earth that is.
I worry I'm going to underwhelm with this one.
Okay.
But yes, we have a very tight program that works well for Tate. how much of that is the program versus how she naturally quickly falls asleep, I'd probably assume the latter. But what do you want me to say? Just like what I do?
What do you
It's
do?
not rocket science.
No one's saying it is. Just what do you do?
I do follow like it's short and it's the same pattern. And it's when we go into the room, we go, it all starts with the change. Then after the change, lights off, sound machine, sleep sack goes on, 4 ounces of milk, very gentle brush of the teeth. Then I give her some quick words of encouragement, and then I put her to bed. I think that the only other thing I'd add is maybe things that I don't do.
Okay. And the importance of those.
And why I chose, or we don't do, and why we chose not to do them is I felt like I just wanted it when we go through that her sleep process to not associate that routine with the rest of the day. And so like I don't read to her. And the reason why I don't read to her is because she reads throughout the rest of the day. And so if she reads before bed, then I feel like how is she going to delineate between reading and going to sleep versus reading at, 1 p.m. for an activity.
She also never plays in her crib. Crib is just for sleeping time.
Yeah, and I'd take that a step further. Like the bedroom is for sleeping. So, as you said, she's never in the crib to play. She's only in the crib to sleep. The chair, she's never the chair that I give her the milk in. The only time she's ever in that chair is before bed.
Yeah. Or if she wakes up in the middle of the night, like that's the sleeping time winding down chair.
The general bedroom, she never plays in the bedroom. She plays outside of the bedroom in the living room. So I don't know how all this stuff.
I think the number one thing though is bath time for her.
And there's one other thing. Even the changing table. The only time I change her on the changing table in her room is before bed. Yeah. In the morning when I wake her up, I change her downstairs.
Oh, I change her in her room sometimes when I wake her up because sometimes there's a lot of...
I just want to get her out of the room as fast as possible.
Yeah. The room is
so
for
that way
night.
the room is for sleeping and outside of the room is for living. Once again, I don't think this is rocket science. I feel like a lot of parents do this, but it's worked for us.
But also, bath time for her is really fun. It's splash, splash, splash. It's animals. It's like she has a ball in the bath. So she bathes always before dinner. Whenever it is throughout the day, doesn't matter. She takes her bath before dinner. It's not bath and then bedtime because we think that wakes her up.
Yeah, totally. She gets so much excitement in the tub.
But I think the two main things is like our routine for her for bedtime, we never made it long. Like we just never started with the books. We never started with the bath. And so we try to make it really, really quick and it just has worked for us.
Yeah, we keep it very short. It's bedtime oriented activities and not messing or not muddying the waters with like other types of activities, if that makes sense.
Totally. So we just have a short bedtime routine. Some people have a long one and they love it, but for us, like we're just short.
But also, I do think this is her, much more her than the routine. Like I think if she was a tough sleeper, I'm not sure this would work for her. Like this has worked for her. We'll see what works for baby too.
Yeah, and maybe with some kids you do have to have lights off 30 minutes before. We do start to wind down. Like she can wind down quick because that's always what we've done.
And the reason why I change her first, right when I get in that room.
Change her first, you're saying?
Yeah, when we go in the room and I change her, is one, like hopefully that's when she realizes like the process is starting. But two, like that is like, that's when she's most likely to
wake up.
Like,
because you're cold when you change.
She just doesn't really like it.
Yeah.
And so just get it out of the way.
Yeah, do it first is really good. Yeah. I like your words of encouragement that you say. The Nanette picks them up. Mummer's number one, he tells her.
Every night. I tell her she's going to have a great leap.
Great Nanette bears time. I'll get you in the morning. It's really cute. Yeah, she did a good.
Mummer's number one.
She did good.
Just so she knows, even though I'm putting her to bed.
Mummer's number one.
You're number one.
That you love bedtime.
That's not a joke, by the way. I actually say that.
You say it during the daytime too.
Yeah, I don't think anybody.
I think
needs
it's
to
really
joke.
important. Like I do really tell, like I really walk her through the sleep though. And I encourage her. I say she's going to have a really nice, I call it leaps. She's going to have a really nice leap. She's going to go leapy bear.
Yep, leapy bear.
And,
I realize we have our own language with her.
well, she has her own language with us.
Absolutely, it's really cute. Okay, let's go to things we DM'd. The first thing we DM'd is Coro created a breastfeeding monitor. Basically, it looks like a nipple situation that you put over the boob when you're breastfeeding, and it monitors how much milk your baby is getting. People do not like it.
Interesting.
In the video, he's like, this really solves a problem, the guy that I saw who was selling it. In the comments, it was like, breastfeeding is a very natural thing. The best part about a baby is when they're full, they will just unlatch, and you don't need to know really how much they got.
Okay, tell me if this lands. This to me feels like a product that as a first-time parent, you would like rush to buy, but as a second-time parent, you'd be like, trust the process.
I even think as maybe a first-time parent for the first 2 weeks, you'd be like, I need to know how much milk they're getting. But you do weighted feeds. If you really need to know, you weigh them before and you can weigh them after. Maybe some parents...
I feel like this is something we would have bought the first time around.
I think I do agree maybe we would have bought it, but I also think like breastfeeding, it's just a natural thing. Like adding a layer of like plastic in between you and the baby just seems to really disrupt the whole process.
But what I am like very supportive of is I do love that is that as society we are creating a bunch of different tools and devices that people like then have the option to use.
It supports mothers, and if you do need to know how much milk you're making, it's fabulous for you. I just think the majority think that breastfeeding is this very all natural process. This is a bit disruptive to that, so I do understand that school of thought. But also, if your baby does need to gain weight, this is a good way to track it.
Yes, and that is the caveat that I should have added is like obviously for that case of monitoring your weight, I really understand the use case.
The other problem is though that I found with breastfeeding is sometimes you breastfeed and then your boobs are still full, so you have to pump. It would be nice to know like how much was taken out, how much is probably left in the boob. Like there is that game you're playing, but I don't know. Overall in like the consumer world, I would just think I could see a use case for it. I can and I can't. But the comments that I saw were overwhelmingly like, we're good. We don't need it. But I'm with you. I do appreciate a tempting innovation that you would find helpful for breastfeeding mothers. My favorite that's happened was, what state was it? Minnesota? Illinois with the 30 minutes. Illinois made the law that you have to allow 30 minutes of paid leave for women to breastfeed or breast pump.
Yeah.
And then I saw a bunch of comments talking about how other countries naturally do that anyways.
I'm sure.
They were like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, progress. Progress is progress. The second things we DM'd is a product that has already sold out. And a dad created this so his kid didn't see him on his phone. And it is a book that magnets to your phone. And so it looks like you're reading a book, but you're actually on your phone. I like this because I've been understanding the effects it has, not your kids being on screen time, your kids seeing you on your screen. I understand you should not be on your screen that much in front of your kids. However, we're human. There are times when parents are just going to check their phone in front of their kids.
Yeah, like I like this, but I like it for very specific use cases versus like becoming the default. Like as we've been talking about, like what I'm trying to do myself is create separation, like just not have my phone around me when she's there. But yeah, for the times that you do need to be on it, then this is a great tool. But like this being something that like you're using at the dinner table, like
no,
I'm completely out on. This being something that you're ripping off emails when you get home from work, like, sure.
Where I even gravitate towards this though in general is it means parents are thinking about it. Like parents are
Love it.
Parents are understanding it's harmful for my kids to always see me on my phone. So let's make a book to disrupt that. I'm in on that school of thought.
Yeah.
But where I don't like it is what we've learned is especially at a very pivotal age, right? Between 1 and 3, I think your kids start to feed you cues. And they're nonverbal cues sometimes. Like a lot of times Tate will do this. I was making eggs the other day and she was giving me more on the grapes. They were sliced grapes. If I missed the more, she'd go, ah. And so I'd look at her and then she would do it for me, right? So she was trying to get my attention. I think when you're on your phone, if you're reading a book, if you're distracted in general, sometimes you miss the cues. What we've learned, when you hit the cue, they build confidence. Like, so I do understand being present.
Why are you laughing?
Because if you were listening to an audiobook, you could still see,
You could see.
But you couldn't hear. You couldn't hear, Jules. You couldn't hear.
But they're nonverbal cues.
But
Nonverbal cue, Harrison.
I was thinking of, no, but she makes the noise. I was thinking of like a way to tie in audiobooks to that, but I couldn't. Sorry. I do think one thing that has been like really cool to watch is like she probably did more for the first time 6 or 7 months ago. But she didn't do it consistently. And like you could tell like she didn't know what it truly meant. And so watching the process of her figuring out more to today, where like she gets it. Like she really understands it. And she can kind of like test it has been really fun to watch.
But the cutest was the other day we had the flock chicken sticks and she had it in her hand. She took a bite of it and she wanted to eat more of it. And so she gave us the more. And we were like, oh, Bubba, you're holding it.
Yeah.
Like you have more.
Yeah.
It's really cute. I've noticed she can't say more at all. Like, so she does this, but she can say, ada. She's all done. And all done is this. Like when she's finished with her meal, she'll just go, ada, ada. But more, she gives us the finger. That's been pivotal to learn the more symbol because sometimes you don't know if she's liking what she's eating. And there's nothing cuter than when she gives you the more. Okay. I think that we can end it on the more. What other sign language does she do? Well, the other cute thing is bringing the papados. But what I love that Maria does for the papados is I said this last episode, there are certain things I love to learn from Maria, who is like just a developmental educational queen. And I noticed today when she was putting on their zapatos, she also sat on the floor. And I was like, why are you sitting on the floor? And she was like, because I'm modeling to them what we're all going to do when we put our shoes on. So maybe we're supposed to sit on the floor with her when she puts her papados on.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I thought that was cute. And so she said the other day when they were at the library, the girls wanted a snack. And she said, okay, but only if we all sit on the floor. And they all sat and had their snacks. And they had to stay seated the whole time and eat their snacks. Bubber knows when she's with Maria versus when she's with us. With us, she'd be running laps eating that snack. With Maria, she knows. It's not siétate. It's. I was using the wrong word for sit.
I mean, your Spanish vocabulary is increasing every day. It's motivating me to try and keep up.
I'm really enjoying it. Like I want to learn Spanish, and so I'm enjoying asking Maria. Like Maria asked me today, "How do you say this?" It was diaper cream in Spanish or in English, and then I was asking her like, "How are we saying sit? How are we saying?" I always forget head. Like donde.
Cabeja.
Yeah, cabeja. But donde está ojos is like we love to point at our eyes and our head and our nose. So it's cute. Really cute little developmental phase we're in. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for listening.
And if you're listening,
and if you're listening, especially up until this point, my push present from you to me is to subscribe, to like, to comment, leave a comment, and send this to a friend.
Thank you for listening.
We love you guys. Thank you for listening. Thanks for listening to another episode of Two Parents in a Podcast powered by Just Media House. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, rate, and review. Stay connected on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook at Two Parents in a Pod. Welcome to our home. Sorry it's so messy. New episodes Mondays and Thursdays.